Amitabh, what do you think about Tughlaq? And that meant the whole idea of to make the film. Richard said, Alyque, you're 10 minutes late. And that means you owe me £10,000. This is Alyque Padamsee and you are watching BollywoodHungama.com.
He played Jinnah in Richard Attenborough's Gandhi.
I had the script in advance, thank God. I read through the lines. Then I went and did a lot of research on Jinnah. What was his motivation? And why did he oppose Gandhi? Was it to form Pakistan? No. It was that he was the head of the Congress party in 1916 and Gandhi came along many years later and took over the Congress party. So he felt hurt. I look a little like Jinnah and Attenborough cast me because I was tall and slim and he knew I was a theatre actor. He only chooses theatre actors for his movies, he told me. Ben Kingsley was a theatre actor, Roshan Said, everyone in the movie.
Rohini Tangri.
Yeah, Rohini. So as a theatre actor, I don't try and imitate the character, particularly if it's a real character like Jinnah. Yes, I had to smoke, sometimes in a holder. And throughout the film, I smoked so many of those unfiltered cigarettes. Basically, I try to get into what is in his heart. What is he feeling at that moment when this scene takes place? And I played that as best as I could. I tried to give it from the heart, not from the mouth.
After what they did at the massacre, it's only an eye for an eye.
An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind.
I believe you are planning to direct a movie. You are planning to adapt your own play, Tughlaq, in fact.
Yes.
And there were certain circumstances it could not be made because you're planning to take Mr. Bachchan and he met with an accident on Koli.
Right. Yes. I had done this play, Tughlaq, written by Girish Karnad. Girish Karnad, in my opinion, and many people, is the finest playwright this country has produced, since independence. It was a great success. In fact, it was such a success, it was an unsuccess for me because B.R. Chopra came and snatched away Kabir Bedi and took him into Bollywood. So when I wanted to make the film, Kabir said, I'm sorry. So I had to look around and it was an expensive production because it had horses and castles and forts and all that. And so we needed a big star to bring in the money, the seed money. And I asked my producer and they said, what about getting Amitabh Bachchan? I went to see him in Bangalore where he was shooting and I went to his hotel at night and we had a chat and I narrated the story, as best as I could, and yes, he said, it's a very interesting story. And he said, I'll get back to you in a couple of weeks' time. So I was very excited. I went back, told the producers, I think it's in the bag, And the next day I read in the papers, he met with the accident on Coolie that, he almost died. He was out of the film industry for 6 months, recovering. And then I let another 6 months pass by because I said, I don't want to rush him. And I said, Amitabh, I think I phoned him, yes. Amitabh, what do you think about Tughlaq, the story? He said, it's an excellent story, good script, but I'm afraid at this moment I've been out of the Bollywood scene for so long and I need now to sign up a lot more pictures and all. I don't want to do an art film. It wasn't an art film, it was a very swashbuckling film, but he said, no, it's not the Bollywood mixture, songs and dances and all that, pretty girls wearing miniskirts running all over the screen. So he said, I want to get back to capturing my audience who now have started following other stars. And that meant the whole idea of getting a star, to get the budget, to make the film. And after that, I never really got a story that I was totally in love with. And I tell you, film directors are superhuman beings because the kind of work and technicalities and the things you have to think of all the time while the meter is ticking. And I know Attenborough told me, and I was late one day for a location shoot. The car was called for 7 o'clock for Mr. Jinnah, and I went down. I said, Mr. Jinnah reporting for his car to go to location. And the Englishman, and he said, sir, what time is it for? I said, 7 o'clock. He said, sir, it's 2 minutes past 7. The car has gone. I said, gone? Yes, it's gone to the location with the other actors. You're sharing a car with 3 other people. I said, oh my God, now how do I get to the location? He said, if you wait at 7:15, Mr. Saeed Jaffrey is going to go in the next car and you can go with him. You squeeze in. I felt very bad. I said, but it was only 2 minutes. He said, Richard Attenborough will explain. I went to the location. Richard said, Alyque, you're 10 minutes late. I said, I'm so sorry, Richard, but I missed the first car. He said, 10 minutes. Do you know this film is costing me £1,000 a minute? And that means you owe me 10,000 pounds. I said, why? You're not even paying me 500 pounds. Where am I going to get 10,000 pounds from? And then I found the technicalities of making a film or acting in a film was so much. They're so worried about your makeup and the angle of your this. Yes, that's very good, but you missed your chalk marks. And by the time you work out all that, you've lost the character. So actually, it was a very good education for me, though I had by that time directed about, 30 or 40 plays. But still, I said, my God, filmmaking is so technical. Oh, stop, don't shoot. The lights, there's a slight shadow under Mr. Jinnah's eye. We need to correct that. Can you bring in a filler light here? So one shot in which Mr. Jinnah says one dialogue, I don't agree with you, Mr. Gandhi, will take 1 hour or 2 hours to shoot. I said, hi, bahut ho gaya. I don't want to be a film actor.